Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the legit boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steve and Larson. And available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it. If you're watching us on YouTube, we've always got new content every day of the week, sometimes twice a week. Sometimes twice per day during the week.
You get content every day.
And then we're also on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. A bunch of reward tiers over there. It's the last week of April. Make sure you get your $20 pledge in. If you want the Friendo Care Package, there it is. You get a comic book, some stickers, a double-sided poster, and a postcard, all with the OG, the original logo on it.
And if you want to upsell, $50, you get all that plus a shirt. Not that one.
It's an exclusive logo shirt.
No one else gets it.
We do not sell it anywhere else.
No.
And you get everything. You get the care package.
You get everything else.
You put your dumb face there on Matt Chat. Matt Chat's quickly becoming my favorite show.
You say that every time. It's been your favorite show for a very long time.
Maybe like 2 years now, but like even more so because people mark out over the little dancing intro that you pioneered.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Sometimes I need to get some, usually afternoon shows are a bit more difficult because...
you get tired very easily.
I do, because I generally don't sleep very well.
Your stamina is always like, you're always standing there waiting to do a finisher. That's your stamina level.
Yeah, especially in the afternoon after the morning show.
Yeah.
So I have to do a little bit of something to get my energy levels up.
Also, with the $5 Patreon mark per month, we get 5 bonus episodes every single week. That's 20 per month, if my math is correct. Sometimes maybe a little bit more. And also, YouTube channel memberships. Hit that join button. $5 a month. You get all that bonus content as well, plus some emotes and some badges. I got Cody Miles. I got the man Cody Miles working on a Rob Roode stash emote for the channel members and a new Bray Wyatt.
Is it just
emote.
gonna be mustache or
I hope so.
Head?
I'm leaving it in the hands of Cody Miles. Yeah. Because you also get at $1 you get a access to the Discord.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm kind of curious about this. I didn't look at the community poll yet. I put up a community poll last night. Yays with 37% and in-betweens with 33%. So there was a lot to like. So that's what 80% of people either thought it was yay or somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Only 7% nay for Monday Night Raw. Don't plan to watch 13%. That's people who come to us for the info. So
we'll go to WWE.com and at least watch Firefly Funhouse.
Yeah.
That's worth your time.
Man, I got a kid now, man. I got to be good. Oh, God, I love it.
It's a superficial quality of goodness, if you will. There's still a lot of darkness brewing underneath it all.
Oh, yeah. I loved it.
Did you
mark out when you saw it?
I thought it was really good, but here's the thing. I thought when Bray Wyatt debuted initially, it was really good, too. And then they pissed away all that goodwill. So it's more than any other talent on the main roster. It's always going to be a wait-and-see approach with me and Bray Wyatt. And it has very little to do with actually him, because I think when given good material, he hits a home run 9 times out of 10.
See, here's the thing.
There's a ton of potential in this.
You and I take different approaches. I totally get it. I'm with you in terms of there's a lot of potential in it, and more often than not, WWE will tend to squander that potential, and it'll just become repetitive and uninteresting. However, in the moment, that production last night, according to Cody Miles, put up this tweet in the Discord from one of the fellas that apparently worked on it. We got.
Oh wow!
Oh, those are great. He put up the emotes too. This was a tweet from Jason Baker. Had a blast directing these vignettes with Bray Wyatt and building the puppets for Tom Savini's studio. So apparently Tom Savini had something to do with it as well.
See, that gives me hope that at least he's involved, because he's responsible for a lot of great effects and a lot of classic horror movies.
Yeah, my thing is, look, in the moment, I think it was fantastic.
Oh, it was really good.
Right, is it going to pay off a year from now? No, probably. He's not going to be WWE champion a year from now. I hope so. I think it'd be great because I love Bray Wyatt, and I think that he's perpetually
underutilized. He looks like he's in fantastic shape.
Yeah,
too.
he is. Yeah,
man,
there was another picture.
Yeah, I saw that
floating
picture.
around.
Yeah, where he's got his arms with no sleeves on.
Yeah,
and he's jacked.
Oh, he looks great. He's got like a thinner waist.
Yeah.
No, he looks great, and he seems like he's got a spring in his step from those things last night. It seems like he's being given something new. It is totally the kind of thing that 6 weeks from now, Vince can step in. It's not working. All of a sudden, he won't like it, even though everybody else is eating it up. If it's doing really well, if they're doing interesting stuff with it, and they'll just kill it. That is always entirely possible, and in fact, it's probable that's going to be the case.
Oh yeah, it's entirely probable.
But in the moment, what I saw last night,
it was really
I marked
good.
out for.
It was really
I thought
good.
it was great. Do we know the name of the friendo who proposed that was
Don't recall.
potentially kind of the idea?
Don't recall.
I really want to give that person credit because
Yes.
we did not come up with that.
No.
We simply read a tweet, a suggestion from a friendo.
Yeah, and it was quality and turned out to be.
It was something
spot
along
on.
the line. I think the tweet was something along the lines of, "What if he's doing
A creepy kid show, essentially.
Well, he said, what if he's doing this to appeal to kids, a la John Cena, like he's trying to be like a creepy," which I think is great, and it was. I loved the idea at the time.
I understand why they use the trope of kid show a la Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yeah, or Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues, but if they want to make it more topical for today, they should have made it like a YouTube video of box toy unopenings and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the problem is those are creepy enough. So, like, I like the idea because here's the thing: if you get something on PBS, it's going to be thoroughly vetted, and it's going to be proper, and it's going to be usually fairly innocent and fairly pure, especially if it's like PBS. Great, I love Sesame Street.
Sesame Street's classic.
Get on
man. It's
YouTube.
fantastic.
YouTube is just
It's there's
in
a lot
the words of
there's a lot
Obi-Wan,
there's a lot of gross.
It's what do you call-
Wretched hive of scum and villainy, man.
That's YouTube, yeah. So
I did appreciate that they named the buzzard Mercy.
Yeah.
With the Hawaiian shirt, a la Waylon Mercy. The inspiration for the original version of Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Was Abby was the witch, right? So Sister Abigail.
yeah, I guess so, huh?
Yeah. They didn't say what the bunny's name was. There was a rabbit in the graphic. But we didn't see the rabbit.
Yeah. No, I like it. I hope, and if this Jason Baker fella is to be believed, there's a bunch more to come, and we'll get more of the backstory here.
Yeah.
But I hope that they have at least a good 4 or 5 months. I mean, maybe it's too much to ask for 6 months.
Oh no, give
Of,
a network show.
Concrete plans.
Yeah.
And where it's going to lead, and what the payoff is going to be. Like, can we please just get that?
The payoff should be an actual match against John Cena at SummerSlam, which in this case Bray Wyatt wins convincingly.
Yeah, no, I agree.
That's what it should be.
I think it'd be fantastic.
And if they want to really do the reinvention of Bray Wyatt, then start at the very beginnings. His first major feud against John Cena, where at WrestleMania 30 he should have won that match.
Yeah.
Or at least forced John Cena to compromise his principles, so Cena had to win the match.
Yeah.
Because he walked out of that match winning neither the battle nor the war.
Yeah.
That has to change. Otherwise, I'm not going to take it seriously.
I actually felt that I would have been in the if I voted in my own community poll, which we all know is illegal. You're not allowed to do that.
Why not?
I was just joking.
It's like saying you're running for office and you can't vote for yourself. Of course you can.
I would have given Raw last night a yay. This was the first time in a long time that I was sitting there and I looked at the clock and I was surprised that 2.5 hours had gone by. In my estimation, in my perception anyways, relatively quickly. The only thing I thought that dragged was, I'm looking at your notes right now, was the Sami Zayn stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of wondering if it's like what the purpose of Sami Zayn. Honestly, I was talking to the Friendo versus Mikey Omega last night. I think the hype of Sami Zayn from his match against Shinsuke Nakamura at NXT, and then maybe some of the stuff with Kevin Owens, had carried, for me anyways, had carried him like this far.
Yeah.
And now I'm just realizing that really, what else has he actually done in the WWE that's been decent? That's been worthy.
Yeah,
He's kind of more annoying than not. And I'm not just speaking on the heels on the heel turn stuff. Generally, I'm a fan of that. But it's so done. It's so done into the ground, and he's not bringing anything interesting or new to it.
Yeah.
I like the go to hell line, but I mean, how far can you really go with that?
Yeah.
I just don't care. I go back and I realize, man, I've been waiting for them to use Sami correctly, and I'm not sure there is a correct use for Sami Zayn.
Telestrator Sami. That's the correct use of Sami. Well, the problem is he's coming out to the ring cutting these promos on the WWE Universe, which, of course, is this huge, massive group of people who are aligned simply because apparently they watch WWE programming. his ire needs to be focused on an individual. That's what separated Daniel Bryan, who you can make the case in general sense was doing something kind of comparable.
Sure, yeah. No, many people have pointed that out.
But while he was always directing his ire at the universe, there was always someone across the ring from him that he was also pointing out as, for example, AJ Styles. And say, you represent everything vacuous and empty about WWE, like WWE, or even just culture, kind of. So that's missing from the Sami thing.
And another huge thing, you're right along those lines to continue the thread with Daniel Bryan. There's a very, very distinct hook there. He is progressive liberal heel.
Well, he's playing as champion. Yeah, that was kind of the thing.
He's environmentalist. He's
Sami
vegan.
is guy who doesn't want to be there.
He's guy who doesn't want to be there, but it's the oldest trope in the world in terms of like heel. Oh, it's you guys suck. But there's nothing else. I mean, yeah, last night he gave us a slideshow, places he'd rather be.
He looked like he had a great time too.
But again, it was just based off of because I don't want to be around you people, and that's like what does everybody do? Is this person a heel or face? Well, they're running down the crowd, so they're a heel. It's just an elongated.
They're taking too long to introduce an actual wrestler into the equation, and I think that's the issue. If it was similar again to how Daniel Bryan and AJ's dynamic was, where there is a proxy for the WWE Universe coming out and stepping up to Sami Zayn, and then it's more of a personal thing as opposed to this nebulous theoretical beef between one person and this massive entity that is just the only thing they have in common is they watch WWE programming.
I did feel that Raw overall, though, I don't know if you felt the same way. This felt more like a Raw after Mania. This felt like things are actually starting now, and it felt very fresh because of that. And I'm not sure like if it's gonna keep on feeling that way. But last night, anyways, it felt like the Raw after Mania and the Superstar Shakeup felt less like celebrations and more like business that they had to just sort of get through.
Yeah, those 2 weeks of obligations, I know, that were actually storylines were progressing.
Like this week, the 2 triple threats were really good.
They were both pretty good, yeah.
I thought the lack of depth in the women's division was fully on display last night.
Yeah, and then that weird, like the Becky Lynch Alicia Fox match, like at one point it went from being fine to just on the verge of falling apart.
Yeah.
It felt like.
I think it fell apart.
It was. And it felt like they rushed to get the finish in.
Yeah.
Because I guess they realized it was not going well.
Yeah.
It was odd.
And then, of course, we had the mustache of the century.
Oh, yeah, man. We can spend the whole episode just talking about Robert Roode's stash.
How did they actually book something better than what we would have booked? Well, you know why? Because we can't change facial hair in 2K. I wonder if we would have come up with a mustache. Because I could see maybe a Magnum PI gimmick for him.
Yeah.
I could see that as a possibility.
Or a Silas Young gimmick.
He looked dead on like Silas Young.
He really did.
He really did.
He really did.
Anyways, let's kick things off.
Yeah, Triple H kicked things off. He came down the ring. And
he was sort of Raw hype man.
Yeah, he was. So while he was getting the crowd into it, commentary mentioned there's going to be a pair of triple threat matches. Winners of those matches will have a match, and the winner of that match will take on Seth at Money in the Bank. So before Triple H could even say a word, Seth comes down to the ring. Apparently, they're totally cool now.
Yeah.
Because several times they shook hands. They hugged at one point. It's like, you guys had huge beef.
Well, yeah, Triple H even said, you walked into WrestleMania, the Kingslayer.
Yeah.
Referring to himself.
Yes, of course.
Because he is the King of Kings.
Yeah, and
not
Seth,
Jesus.
Seth had all sorts of shirts with
Triple
all that
H.
stuff, yeah.
And then you stopped Brock's head.
His huge bucket head.
You mean his huge bucket head, Triple H?
His huge bucket head, yeah.
3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. Bucket head 3 times, yeah.
Yeah, bucket head. That was pretty funny. It's not as funny as baked potato face, but it's pretty funny still. Because it is kind of bucket shaped.
Yeah.
And then it was sort of like, Ghost of WWE past warning Seth about the futures of being champion, and he got a target on your back.
Yeah, and Seth
I thought it was kind of cool.
Seth said, I'm in a unique position where I've cashed in Money in the Bank and also had it cashed in on me. So I'm going to be well aware of that, and I'm going to be ready.
It was kind of a very nice poetic way to hype up Money in the Bank. It's like you've got this amazing championship. You've brought it home. They're in Iowa, right?
Yeah. Some state, yeah.
And he's got an Iowa shirt,
Yeah,
which was
his Iowa's own.
pretty much. Yeah. Anyways,
What?
Well, it was I don't know, kind of goofy. Iowa. It's just, I don't know. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, is it?
What, Iowa?
Yeah.
Have you been there?
Is there anything that I'm missing there that's super exciting?
Let me think about that.
Yeah, no.
I've driven through western Iowa before.
Nothing. What did it look like?
Like most of the Midwest, pretty flat.
So there you go.
Although outside of Sioux City, there's some hills.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much as I made the drive from Omaha up to South Dakota. So that stretch of road that goes through Sioux City, I'm familiar with.
What state? Where was Deadwood located? What's
South Dakota.
South Dakota.
It's up in the Black Hills, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
I haven't been to Deadwood itself, but I've been to the Black Hills because that's where Mount Rushmore
you
is.
just think like, Beast Slayer. It's like this over the top fantasy character.
Well, you
and then
think
Iowa.
he comes from like Winterfell or something
right?
like that.
Yes. Thank
I
you.
know.
That's what I'm getting at.
Yes, I know.
And then it just says Iowa.
Well, you understand the whole Beast Slayer thing. He's not actually slaying beasts. That's kayfabe. That's character. It's not real.
I know, but kayfabe is what you have on your shirt.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to see where you're actually from. I'm not going to walk around Rancho Cordova. Nobody's going to think I'm awesome or cool if I do that.
Rancho's own.
Yeah, right. Nobody's gonna
But
think
you're also
that.
not a Beast Slayer.
Well, if I were, I wouldn't have Rancho Cordova. I mean, California's kind of cool. Lots of cool stuff happens here.
Yeah, just that's not in Sacramento, generally speaking.
No, I would just put California.
You wouldn't even put
What part of California? Oh, San Francisco? Sure.
Sacktown zone? No, man,
Yeah.
you gotta rock where you're from, man.
You should just have like a big. No, Idaho's potatoes.
Yeah.
What's Iowa then? What do they
Corn?
have? Corn. A big corn stalk.
Yeah, that's gonna make it less cheesy.
Well, better than just the word Iowa.
Well, I had his logo on own with the crosshairs and his initials.
It's not good, man. It's not good. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to think what is in Iowa. I've only driven to that one part. I don't know if they're in Des Moines.
Kind of proved my point.
I don't
now,
know.
dude.
I'm just not familiar with it.
Yeah. Well, I'm not. I've only been in New York once, but man, I can list off a million things that's exciting about New York.
New York City is a singular place. That's why.
Anyways, everybody comes out.
Yeah, first Samoa Joe. He says, apparently I lost my invitation. He wants to be like Becky and have 2 belts. Joe 2 belts.
Joe 2 belts.
And then Ray comes down. He wants a match against Seth at Money in the Bank so he could be champion. Drew says, the only reason, Seth, you got belts because I didn't get Brock Lesnar first. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to win all these matches. I'll be champion. Miz comes down. Says, push it like he's reborn.
Mm-hmm.
He said, it's a new act. Mm-hmm. Take 2 for Miz.
Yeah.
Because of the Shane thing. They've handled, like, the best storyline, the most well-handled storyline WWE right now is this Miz Shane thing.
Yeah, I think that's over,
100%.
right?
Yeah. What? No, their feud?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think so.
You don't think so? They kind of talked like it was over last night. I hope it's not. I hope it's not.
I don't think it is.
I hope it's not.
The way the Mania match ended, I feel like Miz has unfinished business.
Okay. All right.
Then Baron came to the ring.
Oh, I'm here now. Hey, I'm all of you. 1, 2, 3. You're not me.
3, 1 more than 3.
3 and 1 are not me. Oh, shout out to the dude wearing the Going in Raw.
Yeah, man. He
It's always a
tweeted at
trip.
us. What is his name? He tweeted at us that he was going to be there.
I'm always like, Lace, look, some of my artwork right there. And she
He was
says,
wearing the.
I don't care, Steven.
The colorful one.
Yeah, it was good stuff. But yeah, and then Baron, and then AJ Styles came out, and I just thought that, hey, look, here's the new
Josh Mullen. That's his
Josh
name.
Mullen representing. Here's the new batch of A-listers.
Oh, it's the Raw 6.
Yeah,
Plus Seth, so 7.
6 and 1.
Yeah.
6 and 1.
6 Raw and 1.
Exactly. And they look like $1 million. It was
Yeah.
awesome. It
Yeah.
was really great. And there's no collusion between Drew and Baron
Well,
now.
there was for a little bit, but it seems that's out the door.
It's out the door.
Let me ask
That's
you this.
done.
So we read the rest of us thing yesterday saying they want whoever wins Money in the Bank coming out this year to seem like a huge star because they botched the last 2 of them on the men's side at least.
Well, they want a big star. It's Drew.
I kind of feel like Baron's going to win Money in the Bank again.
Yeah, that's what I'm pulling for.
If last night was any indication, Baron's going to be Mr. Money in the Bank again.
Who gets the most heel heat, dude?
Baron?
By far.
It's not even close.
People like Drew too much.
Yeah.
Baron, they need look, here's how it really should go, man. Because this Seth AJ thing is going to be a killer match.
Oh, hell yeah.
They're going to destroy each other. Baron wins that thing, and he walks out of Money in the Bank, your new WWE Universal Champion.
That'd be something else.
Oh, my God. I would freaking love that.
I know, because if you really make a star out of somebody, have them cash in that night, successfully.
People love the cash-ins. Yeah, when it happens.
The night of,
yeah. Oh God. You can see. Oh man, and he raises it high, and we got a glimpse of it. When Roman had to vacate it,
Yeah.
and he was holding it. He's like, looks pretty good.
We also got a
doesn't it?
glimpse of what a Baron Cashman looked like on We Book Raw.
That's true.
We did
Yes,
that last year.
He was our undisputed champion.
Yeah. Prescient booking on our part, I think.
Telling you, man.
Telling you. Someone's watching.
Slow Wolf Pack. When is he gonna have the all over?
All over print? Oh, it needs to
Yeah.
happen immediately. That's the only way I'd be cool with him ditching the waiter attire if he went all over print slow wolf pack.
Yeah, dude. We gotta send. What if we send him the shirt? Maybe he'll put it on.
Maybe.
For one of his gaming streams.
The all over print one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or get like a vest made.
There you go.
That's all over slow
At least
Wolf
just
Pack.
a pat, or at least just a patch.
Yeah.
I know he has that logo on like the hip area, but put it over his heart right there.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure the slow wolf pack will be very close to his heart.
Well, it
Steve.
should be.
Definitely should be.
It's good stuff.
Anyways, before we continue, here's a word from the sponsor of today's show, Harry. Steve, let me ask you something.
What?
What do you love most about shaving with Harry's?
Harry's is easily the most comfortable razor I've used to clean up the patchy facial hair that grows on this facha of mine, Larson. You see, Harry's founders were tired of ponying up big money for razors that were overpriced and overdesigned. They fixed that by combining a simple, clean design with quality, durable blades at a fair price.
Yeah, Harry's replacement cartridges are just $2 each, and all of Harry's blades come with a 100% quality guarantee, so if you don't love your shave, let them know. I'll give you a full refund.
And right now, listeners of Going in Raw can get a $13 value trial set that comes with everything you need for a close, comfortable shave, including a weighted ergonomic handle, a 5-blade razor with lubricating strip and trimmer blade, rich lathering shave gel, and a travel blade cover by going to harrys.com/GIR.
Join the 10 million who have tried Harry's. Claim your trial offer by going to harrys.com/GIR.
And thank you to Harry's for sponsoring today's show. You're really helping out Going in Raw when you go to harrys.com/GIR to redeem your offer and let Harry's know that we sent you to help support the show.
Yes.
It really does go a long way. No,
It really
I
does.
love my Harry's razor. It's funny because this is what I do now for these. Now that we've had a chance to actually use the products, we go through the script, and then I'm like, no, actually, I really do like this. That was reading Steve. Now this is Steve, actual testimonial. This is from the heart, Steve. I love it. It's a great razor. And yeah, it just comes to your door. That is legitimately one of those things where it's like, I'll go out because I have to shave like a couple times a week and I'm good.
Yeah.
And so like I'll go, so it's not very often that I actually have to go out for a razor. Mm-hmm. So with this, they just send it to me.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah, you don't like going out of the house as is. I'm with
I
you.
hate going out of the house.
Yeah.
It's the worst thing. And then, yeah, they have them, well, not anymore. They don't have them locked up anymore, but, you know, they used to have them locked up, wait around.
Yeah.
Hey, I need a razor.
What an inconvenience.
And they're like, why? You have baby face. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, a couple days is going to look like dirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways.
Speaking of someone who might need to invest in the Harry's, AJ Styles is in a match.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
Taking on Samoa Joe.
It
and
ain't
Rey
going back
Mysterio.
as fast as I thought it would.
Yeah, it's like in this.
I look dirty.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Somebody
Strange.
coming in?
Thought someone was trying to slip a letter under the door over there. That's what it sounded like. Anyways, first of the two triple threats, as promised, AJ Styles versus. I'm trying to improve my segue game to get to Conrad's.
I don't know if you'll ever be there.
I know, that's all-star segue game right there. AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. Winner takes on winner of other triple threat. Get a shot at Seth. Oh, here's another thing from the opening segment. They totally telegraphed who was winning those two matches because AJ and Baron are the only two that really talk trash at each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this was fun, especially towards the finish. The finish was insane.
God, that man. Sorry. Both these triple threat matches, but especially this one, there was an extra spring in everybody's step.
Yeah.
It was, hey, we've got these new matchups. Let's do everything we can with them in this match and make it like extra cool.
Yeah.
Because that finish was crazy, but just the match itself was really, really great too.
Yeah, yeah. So let's just get to that finish. So Rey hits the 6-1. Both Joe and AJ are kind of set up for 619s. Rey hits one on Joe. He tries to do a springboard, I'm guessing Rana on AJ. AJ catches him, power bombs him, picks him up, power bombs him on Joe, who's still sitting there. And then as soon as he power bombs him on Joe, straightens him out, styles clash on Joe. He tosses Rey towards the middle of the ring, pins Joe.
I love that the pin was made on Joe.
Yeah.
And not because it could have been on either one. Rey just got murdered.
Yeah.
But he got murdered on Joe. He pins Joe. Oh, that was great.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little tiny unexpected thing, but it's like, yeah, Joe just got finished on.
Yeah, no, twice.
Twice. Oh, good. Hope he never hears me say that out of context.
Yeah, no. Really solid match. They gave it a ton of time too.
Yeah, it was spectacular.
And like one of the, I think during this match they were talking about how Ray wants Joe at Money in the Bank, and they made the point of saying, well, Ray seemingly is looking ahead, too far,
Past.
Yeah. So it was an interesting dynamic between the two of them, Joe and Ray, considering what happened at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So I guess it makes sense. I mean, AJ had to win because Joe and Ray are gonna have a match at Money in the Bank probably, or they'll be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. Next we had Naomi.
Yeah. Winner of this match moves on to title match. Loser of this match gets a shot at the title.
Again, we book Raw, yeah.
Exactly.
Naomi versus Billy Kay. The Iconics had a promo beforehand. Mentioned Ariana Grande.
Yes.
Thank you, next.
Yes. You know, it's funny. Like the crowd, they crap all over these because these promos I think are just meant to be bad.
Yeah.
And the crowd craps all over. But as soon as they say, I mean, I know crowds just like to chant stuff. But as soon as they say the future is, the crowd just goes, oh, Iconic, all in one. So I don't know, man. I like the Iconics. I think they're good.
Oh, I love the Iconics.
This is a really fun match too. Naomi versus Billy Kay.
Yeah, it was pretty short though.
Yeah, it was pretty short. But Naomi's got a really great looking. You know, most sunset flips look very direct, and she like really launches herself up, and it's kind of just fun to watch.
Yeah,
it was a fun sunset flip. She got the pin with a sunset flip. So and then she won. Because of that.
Yeah.
Then she ran out, and the Iconics were mad.
Yeah. I did like that afterwards. Peyton Royce, she had her belt around her waist, and then she kind of slid it up so it was closer so she could hold on to it.
Yeah, that was cute. There's a bunch of little funny stuff that the Iconics do so well.
Oh, yeah.
Although, when Naomi came out, I was cracking up because they were like, yeah, her tag team partner, Bayley, is over on SmackDown now. And I was like, she was a tag team partner for like what?
A week.
Episode?
Yeah. A match.
Like... Anyways.
So Naomi's going to have a new tag team partner to take on the Iconics. Who would it be on Raw?
I don't. Who's even there? Oh, well, face Alexa Bliss. She's got a moment of bliss thing.
Yeah, she'll be announcing all the Money in the Bank participants next week.
Dana Brooke.
Natalia.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I don't know either.
Not a lot going on there.
No.
They really, They should I don't know, man. They should probably just keep the Iconics on SmackDown. Because there's like a lot of actual tag teams there. Let's do that.
Yeah, it feels like Asuka and Kairi Sane should be next in line for a title opportunity.
And then focus on, I don't think that Naomi, at a pay-per-view anyways, Naomi and whoever her partner is going to be, I don't think they're going to get a
title shot.
Not at a pay-per-view.
Unless it's another multi-team match or something like that, which I hope they don't do for every title defense.
No, I hope not either.
Next, we did have a multi-person match. Another three-way triple threat match. This time, The Miz taking on Drew and Baron Corbin.
Yeah, you had mentioned this earlier, and I kind of railroaded it, but The Miz, his face turn has been...
It's felt organic and natural, nothing forced. His motivation is clear.
And I really honestly think it's because there hasn't been a lot of meddling. I think that a lot of this was probably, and I could be completely wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. It feels like the kind of thing that Vince just doesn't really care too much about. And so it's just Miz and Shane doing what they know how to do. I imagine trust has been laid into them, and they just got it done.
Yeah, maybe.
And Miz is at the point where people are totally on board because of how long he's been around.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Well, so many aspects of his character haven't really changed.
I know.
Pretty much all he had to stop doing is talking crap to the crowd.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he seems like more or less the same individual. And then I do like that he's expanding his repertoire of moves quite a bit.
Yeah.
And he's got this newfound aggression and intensity because he was like basically nonstop motion this entire match.
Yeah.
Just trying to give himself an opportunity to win.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Baron... opportunist.
Yeah.
So at first, Baron and Drew, since they've had some kind of alliance in the past, they were double teaming on the Miz.
You and me, we'll do that now.
Until one point where Drew's holding the Miz, Miz gets out of the way, and Baron has plenty of time to not punch Drew right in the face. Nonetheless, he punches Drew right in the face and just smiles about it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Eventually, Miz gets the upper hand, puts Drew in the figure four. And since it's no DQ, Drew grabs the ref, throws him aside, and then pokes Miz right in the
Boing.
eye. Breaks up that figure 4. Finish saw Drew hit a Claymore on the Miz. He's about to go for the pin. Baron shoves Drew out of the ring and pizzes the Miz himself for
That's
the
awesome.
win.
That was
Opportunist.
great. I was very excited.
Opportunist.
After that, we had a really good. Again, a lot of the show just had like a spring in its step with whatever was happening. AJ Styles gave a fairly extended interview that didn't really come off. It came off as like a super true baby face from like the South or whatever.
Yeah.
But like there was a lot of heart behind it, and it didn't come off as like hackneyed or anything.
And I like that they did it with Baron still in the ring.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
Because
I know
he's spending the whole time pretty much talking trash about Baron.
It felt more urgent because of that. It wasn't just sort of a stale, okay, now backstage, here's Charlie Caruso. It felt there was a sense of urgency to it. I liked it. I thought it was good
too. After that, Sami Zayn extended promo again, talking crap about the crowd.
This is where the show because it was like over 5 minutes long of him just talking.
Where he's in the ring and he says, people think I'm unhappy. No, I'm a really happy person. I'm just not happy being here.
Yeah.
Here's pictures from my travels around the world to show you how happy I am. Look at the smile on that face. Look at me. And then he says, essentially, hey, people of Iowa, maybe you should go on a trip.
Again, if Iowa's not, there's not a lot of exciting stuff there. I'm joking, man. There's some people in chat from Iowa. I feel bad for saying all that stuff.
You should.
Well, you don't choose where you're born.
No, you don't.
Not really, anyways.
No, you don't.
I mean, maybe in some sort of.
No, you don't.
It's possible.
No. No.
You're probably right about that.
No, I am right about that. And he says, hey, but you should all take a trip. Why don't you go to hell?
I mean, the only thing I'm holding on to with these promos are him telling people to go to hell or I'll see you in hell.
Who's going to be the person, the wrestler who stands up to him?
Cedric? I just say that because they had a little tiny moment at the beginning.
I feel like it should be Kane. He keeps on saying go to hell. Have Kane come out.
Oh, that's funny. That would be. He just destroys Sami Zayn.
I know that's the issue. Is that would be it.
Hey, I dig that, a heel that always lose, because he's always. I always joked about this. He's like a loser, and you always say he's a losing wrestler.
A losing wrestler.
But I hope that doesn't change.
I know.
Go to hell, and then he just gets murdered.
I know
somebody.
he gets tombstoned by Kane.
Yeah, I love that. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'm already in Knox County.
I know. They come through Tennessee.
Enough.
They come through Tennessee.
Yeah. Don't touch my leg, please.
Sorry, I was scratching my leg.
Wearing shorts. It's skin on skin, man.
Next, Cedric Alexander came down the ring, had a little moment with Sami on the ramp.
Yeah. Had a dream, I owned a dog.
And he was taking on Cesaro.
Yeah, apparently, maybe. I know Sheamus has an injury.
No, it's official.
It's official.
Cesaro's on Raw. Sheamus is not on Raw.
Crap, who had that picture?
What?
So on Twitter, where was this? Damn it. Somebody posted a picture of the official announcement thing that Sami Zayn had, that Samoa Joe and Cesaro had been moved to Raw. And it's funny because it looks all official and everything, right? But like Samoa Joe is like normal size, and there's like a giant.
Okay.
A giant Cesaro. Here we go. I have it.
I saw people referencing that.
It's like a giant Cesaro behind him.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then who is this? Somebody named Sharkosar said Cesaro exposed to gamma rays, triples inside.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Well, if you're watching on YouTube, maybe you can see this picture right here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh, I laugh at the stupidest things, guys. I'm sorry. Anyways.
So this was a fun match. Cedric Alexander versus Cesaro. Cesaro got like the total Thebar entrance. He was still wearing Thebar gear, so obviously this news was sprung on him last minute.
They forgot. they forgot to change the entrance settings for him. Wait, was it still?
No, he had some new Tron
I didn't
stuff.
notice. Was it still the co music?
Yeah.
It was Thebar. So he
Thebar
had
music.
half Sheamus's music?
Yeah.
Because that's
Well, I didn't notice if it was because for Cesaro it's just like the sirens that kick in,
Right, yeah.
and then it's
Sheamus.
So I didn't notice the sirens.
Did Sheamus's kick in?
No, Sheamus is played from the vast majority of the entrance. Yeah, so he had Sheamus's music. He had the super intense spotlight.
Yeah.
He did have some new video assets behind him that just had his name. It wasn't Thebar's assets. But he got like 85% of Thebar. He still had his Thebar gear on.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because it was a last-minute deal.
You're probably right. Oh, that sucks. I like Thebar.
Yeah, you kind of understand tag teams are going to be split up, I guess, with the shakeup, but you kind of wish there'd be some storyline involving why they split up. I at least want to see
a moment. When APA got split up, didn't they have like a moment together where they I don't know, cheers to each other with a beer or something? I swear I remember that happening.
Yeah, they should have one last thing in the pub where they kind of patched up their differences, Cesaro and Sheamus.
I mean, dude, you remember how this was such a great feud?
I know.
It made me really enjoy Sheamus's work again, and then they got together and it made perfect sense.
And then they just dissolved their relationship so unceremoniously after being together for so long. Yeah, it just, I don't know.
There was a backstage thing. I don't know if this is on Raw or if it was on the .com exclusively. I forget. But Cesaro was walking after his victory against Cedric Alexander, which we'll talk about in a second. And one of the reporters or one of the backstage people says, Cesaro, how do you feel about, I think maybe about your win or your Thebar or whatever? And he just said, do I have to talk to you? And he's like, well, no, I just wanted to get. And he's like, okay, bye. And he just left. So maybe they might explore him getting split from Thebar. It's just there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I know.
And that's a relatively, compared to everything, kind of a minor thing. But it would be lovely. It'd be nice.
Even just in a .com thing, something.
Yeah, something.
Or a Twitter video. Cedric versus Cesaro's fun match. It would have been cool if Cedric could have got a win in his Raw debut. But, hey. Quality match. Cedric was going for his springboard lariat. Instead, Cesaro lays him out with a wicked-looking European uppercut. Gets the pin after that. Good match.
The reason why I'm okay with this one is so there's two guys last night that I really feel should have won. Well, I kind of feel should have won. I would have liked to have seen one. Cedric and then Ricochet. Although the story they told with Ricochet, at least it made some sort of sense because Rude, bashed him into the corner and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm okay with here is that it was Cedric's debut Raw match, and I like the idea, hopefully they explore it, that this isn't 205 anymore. You're not facing a bunch of small dudes.
Commentary touched on
on the size difference. And so I'm okay. Look, if it gives Cedric a story about, man, now I need to, step up my game,
adjust my style to
size-wise. I need to get bigger. He's not going to do that.
Yeah.
But if it gives him a story, I'm totally
that's fine, totally. But I just worry that they just brought him up to be a really good wrestler to put on good matches with people and not really do much with him.
That's definitely a concern, and again, maybe the most probable outcome.
Yeah, I know.
But I hope not.
Next, we had Uso's interview, which was decent, but it felt like someone else wrote the script instead of just letting them do their thing.
Sometimes it comes off as too forced, and I agree that the Revival Reformatory kind of was, hey, let's do this.
Yeah.
And as opposed to just letting them do
some beat themselves.
And the falling asleep while the Revival were talking stuff. Yeah, I agree. It kind of felt like
it felt far more scripted than the usual Usos promo.
Yeah. Yeah, I can feel that.
But anyway, I'm all about a Usos Revival feud. That'll be great.
Everybody wants that, yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Totally. Hold on a second. I got to do one thing. Oh, there we go.
Okay. And then next we had a match that was supposed to be a match against Viking Raiders, and not Viking Experience anymore.
So
they're the Viking Raiders.
That lasted a week of humiliation.
Yeah.
And now they're the Viking Raiders.
Has the damage been done, though?
Nothing they can't recover from.
They really, instead of having, because they were supposed to have a match against Lucha House Party, they destroyed them before the belt, the Viking Raiders did. I felt like instead of just doing that, it really would have benefited them to kind of get to wash the taste out of people's mouths about how crap their name was last week. Just let them have a real match to show off what they can do.
Yeah.
The full breadth of what they can do, not just 2 minutes of destruction because, okay.
So here's the problem. You're right. Here's the thing. When Vince sees them, he tells them, snarl and yell and stick your tongue out and do everything that you don't need to do to get over, because that doesn't do it anymore. It's not 1995. I don't need to hear people screaming and yelling. I want to see, like you said, I want to see Hanson, whatever his name is now, Ivar, do the cool Haas flying stuff.
Yeah, I know.
That's going to get, and they had Rowe do the feat of strength. He was holding two of those.
Power slam, power bomb deal.
That was cool.
But they're going to tell Hanson, because they're apparently heels now, to stop doing the moonsaults and suicide dives.
I hope not.
Because that's face. That's a face way to wrestle.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope that we get some quality matches. I mean, we know Lucha House Party can put on really, really, really good matches. So I'm hoping that that's not the case, but it could be. I mean, we could get. I think we're probably going to get 6 months of one-dimensional Viking Raiders with some good matches sprinkled in there, and then eventually they'll be faces and they'll be wearing jeans and being normal guys.
The Viking Raiders Motorcycle Club.
And hopefully we'll get some personality, and hopefully, more importantly, we'll get some really, really quality matches.
Yeah.
I just think that with this kind of thing, we've seen it before, it's going to take some time. Yeah. I'm not worried that they're going to be like the Ascension or anything, because I think everybody understands. Like, the Ascension weren't really good wrestlers in the first place.
They're all right, but they're not the wrestlers of the quality of
not even
War
close.
Machine, no.
And War Machine's really good. I think everybody kind of knows that. So they'll
be fine eventually, but they just can't make them too one-dimensional.
Because by the end of this, when them snarling and stuff, the crowd was dead.
I know. I was wondering how much of that was the snarling and such, or how much was that was like, oh, it's Viking experience. And rather than just putting on a show, they just go out there and destroy Lucha House Party in less than a minute.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I want to see these guys in action for reals.
Yeah. But I kind of understand the idea. Well, the Luchadors are little tiny guys. You don't want to have them put up a fight against the Viking Raiders. I kind of get that.
Well, I get that too, but have that in the context of a match.
Yeah.
Don't have the Viking Raiders come and attack Lucha House Party from behind and lay them out.
Yeah.
Have them get a win.
Yeah.
A dominant victory. I'm not saying you need a 20-minute back-and-forth match. Do 3 to 5 minutes of Viking Raiders dominating them, toying with them,
like they used to do with War Machine and NXT.
Yeah,
when they bring in jobbers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Metro Brothers.
Yeah, they in the span of one match they can show off everything they can do, and it's still a match, and they pin somebody and get a win.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one.
I'm not. Yeah, it didn't have to be a competitive match per se, but it needed to be a match. Next, tag champs Zack Ryder, Curt Hawkins had an interview backstage. Curt Hawkins is like super mellow dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know. This is going to be one of the. This is going to be a wasted tag team, because I think they're both really good.
Yeah.
They're not going to really theme them up. They're not going to let them do anything.
They're carrying themselves like they know they don't deserve those titles.
They're carrying themselves like they understand that the Viking Raiders or somebody else is going to take those titles off them.
Yeah,
that's exactly how they carry themselves.
Next, Becky Lynch versus Alicia Fox. Before the match began, Becky dropped a promo. Good as always. And then Lacey Evans comes out. She responds. She's pretty decent on the mic, Lacey Evans is.
Yeah, she's got good delivery.
Good,
yeah, she's got good delivery.
Yeah.
Crowd doesn't give a shit.
She hits her beats. Alicia Fox comes out. The match happens. The first half is all right, and there's like a botched Rana spot or something, or flying head scissors. And then from there, the whole thing just seems like it falls apart. And I feel like at one point the ref goes to Becky and says, "Take it home."
Wrap it up. Yeah, Vince is done with this.
2 Bexploders and a disarmor later.
Becky's like, "What do you want from me? There's
Fox
nobody.
taps out.
Like, there's nobody here.
I know.
There's, Alicia Fox, really?
But it was pretty cool because as soon as Alicia taps, Lacey Evans comes in and just bang, clobbers Becky with the woman's right. And then Becky gets up. She eats another one. So that was cool.
Oh, good. We get to talk about. Well, okay. After that was a Baron Corbin interview. Hey, you're not me. But then after that, we got Ricochet. So you had sent me. You broke this news to me. You texted me. You said, evidently WWE signed Silas Young. And, of course, you never use emojis with laughing things or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just sent me a still of Robert Roode. And for a moment, I was like, oh, wow, Silas Young. Oh, my God, it's Bob Roode. What the hell is this?
Yeah.
And so I watched that thing, and he was like, first of all, refer to me as Robert Roode. And I was like, I'm sorry, I don't hear what you're saying. I'm looking at your awesome, ridiculous
it's something else, man.
Stash.
It's something else.
Oh, my God. Magnum P.I. Reincarnate. Or I guess Rick Rude Incarnate. Reincarnate.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, wow. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was something else.
It was pretty cool.
So he fought Ricochet.
Yeah, and I guess he's
pew,
supposed
pew, pew, pew.
Oh, my God.
Aye. Dun, 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 dun.
Now, here's the thing. Is like, okay, his name's Ricochet. We'll have a Ricochet sound effect before his theme. I don't like it, but I understand it. Why is there a thunderclap when he takes his hood off?
It's very dramatic. Very dramatic moment when you take your hood off. Is there, when AJ takes his...
No. There used to be, when he had pyro.
There's some sort of stinger there.
No. There used to be pyro.
A natural part of the music, I think, it's not like an added
effect. That's the...
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's not a thunderclap.
We don't want none. Yeah. He does that. Yeah, I know.
But that's him. I feel like that's the song, and then he adjusted the timing of his entrance to match
just
the.
imagine that the thunderclap is
Get out of
part
here
of
with
the
that.
song.
But it's not part of the song.
No,
Because I know
not
the song
everything,
is
and
not.
not every change has to be poo-pooed.
No, I agree. Like the Alistair creaking
I-
platform, that doesn't really bother me.
Because it makes sense.
Yeah.
It's an old thing.
It's an old thing.
Yeah.
It's creepier if it's
Did
noisy.
you see that he IG storied my
You
drawing
mentioned, I
of
didn't
him?
see it, but you mentioned it on Twitter. Yeah, that's
Pretty
neat.
neat. What a nice guy.
You marked out, didn't you?
A little bit, yeah. I know he does that with people though, so it wasn't like a huge mark. I mean, dude, I got to see my friggin' shirt on TV. That always trips me out because I'm just an idiot drawing on my stupid iPad, and then y'all are awesome and you wear shirts that I made to TV shows.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Where you write cool signs that say Steven Larson.
I know, it's really
Friendos
neat.
for life.
That's really neat.
That's pretty cool.
It is very
I
cool.
love our community, man.
Oh,
We're
it's the absolute best. It's the absolute best. So
Anyways,
Rob,
Ricochet lost.
well, Rob Roode, I guess he's a heel now, but which is a step in the right direction. And even just based on that little .com video, he seems much more comfortable. However, until I know what his character is, I'm not going to be singing his praises
There was
yet.
something obviously different about his character
Obviously.
beyond the mustache. Though.
Obviously.
The greatest thing about this match, though, was Corey Graves over-sexualizing the mustache and just making Renee Young and Michael Cole giggle the entire time.
Yeah.
He said, 9 months from now, there's going to be an overabundance of babies.
He couldn't even
being
get that
born."
sentence out.
I know. It was awesome. Pregnancies are spiking through the
Yeah, I know.
roof.
You said that mustache has got people feeling that kind of way.
And Renee Young was dying the entire time.
I know.
And Michael Cole was too. That's when commentary's best, not when they're just forcing everything down our throats.
When
It's
it's
when they're
natural.
naturally just having fun with
I know.
it. You know?
I know. I agree. But yeah, Ricochet goes up for a 630. Bob Roode, or sorry, gosh, no, he's still Bob Roode. He evades, and then he just tosses Ricochet into the second turnbuckle, like chest first, grabs him, hits a glorious DDT. That's it.
Yeah.
Been better if it was like cheated or something.
Was there, I didn't notice like an after-match interview on the .com with Ricochet.
Didn't notice that either.
Maybe he could have said something like, well, I miss my best friend Aleister Black. By the way, we totally neglected to mention that news, that Zelina Vega, Andrade, and Aleister Black have all been shifted back to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Aleister, of course, and Ricochet have been split up. What's your take on that? Apparently, this is the most interesting bit about it. PW Insider had that allegedly, it's their sources say it was Fox Sports who said, we want to make a bigger push with our Latino audience, and so we would like Andrade to be a centerpiece of that.
Yeah.
That is opening up a very interesting precedent.
Yes.
That could theoretically lead to the end of the brand split.
Yeah.
Because what if USA said the exact same thing? Well, hold on a second. That's a demographic that we're actively targeting as well. Then goodbye to the brand split.
Yeah, I know. Then everybody's on all the shows. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. We've got two networks that are going to start doing fantasy drafts now.
I know.
Apparently.
I know.
Or, I mean, Fox could say, well, I know that Roman Reigns, or, I know that, or USA says, I know that Roman Reigns is exclusive to SmackDown, but, like a year from now, if he's in another movie with The Rock or something, or if Rock and him get their own spin-off Fast and Furious movie, well, we want the movie star here.
Yeah, I know.
So we're going to need him over here. We're paying you hundreds and hundreds of millions of
It's
dollars.
be interesting to see how much sway the networks have over who's on what show.
Evidently, early read is they have sway.
Yeah.
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 Of course, everybody initially were saying that it was Charlotte who wanted Andrade, who of course comes with Zelina, who of course comes with Aleister.
Because they're married, yes.
Because they're married, yeah.
Yes. Next, Firefly Funhouse. We talked about that to kick off the show a bit.
Yeah.
Man, it was fantastic.
Yeah, he chainsawed a stand-up of
Cardboard cutout of his previous self. He said
Yeah.
he was punished for his past misdeeds in the most barbaric way possible.
Yeah. I guess being forced to be a dad, I guess. Oh, JoJo, I don't want to be a daddy right now, man. Too bad, Bray. I'm having this child. Okay, man.
Let's remember how he closed it, because his last line was really good.
Yeah, it was. It's something about following him.
If you let me in.
Yeah.
Something like that. It was really good.
It was really good. I watched it again this morning. I forgot what he said. But I was like, man, it was really well written.
I'll light the way if you let me in, or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. It was really good. So he's still creepy, charismatic leader guy. He just has a TV show now instead of.
I just really hope whoever they give him first, whatever his feud, if he has like a meaty feud, that there's some interaction and there's like a reason for whoever he's in a real feud with.
I mean, that's why Cena makes the most sense.
It totally does.
And that's what they need to do. Mm-hmm. They need to, like, the feud starts, and then Bray has to have his opponent on his show.
Yeah.
His opponent has to enter that world.
That'd be cool. That'd be neat.
Yeah, I think that.
Matt Hardy apparently was a big fan of it. He tweeted out something in support. I don't know, probably wonderful or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I could look it up.
Standing ovation gif.
The Jack Nicholson gif that
there you
so
go.
fond of.
And then was our main event: AJ Styles versus Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin. Good enough match. Of course, AJ won. He pins Baron after a phenomenal forearm, and afterwards, Seth comes down the ring. He and AJ shake hands. It's a bit aggressive, though. Mm-hmm. Seth pulls AJ closer. Mm-hmm. Stare down between the two of them to close the show. Yeah. That's to be a hell of a match, Money in the Bank.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be huge.
Massive. You want to do a smack?
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. So it's a shot. It's a picture of the
Lake of Reincarnation.
The Lake of Reincarnation, thank you. And it says, beautiful, in response to WWE's tweet about Bray Wyatt.
Cool.
That's awesome. To be a fly on the wall with their conversations backstage could have been great.
I know.
I love you, dude.
I love you, dude. All right.
Did he get one of those after they found out they were split up?
I think so.
I love you, dude.
I think so. SmackDown preview first entry here. Will Roman Reigns be fired?
No.
All right, next.
No.
Oh, I suppose I got to read it.
You should read it, though.
Last week at the culmination of Superstar Shakeup 2019. Did we write this? Mr. McMahon promised the biggest acquisition in SmackDown Live history, and the WB chairman delivered. Elias. But before the WWE Universe could even catch their collective breath, Roman Reigns suddenly emerged the newest addition to SmackDown Live, and delivered Superman punches to both Mr. McMahon and his acquisition. That's Elias. The big dog has declared that the blue brand is his new yard, but will Reigns find himself out of a job tonight for his actions against the chairman? No.
I mean, maybe. No. Fox is like, I don't want Roman. There's like some super anti-smart marks over at Fox. Let's see here. WWE champion Kofi Kingston to battle Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, that's cool. Last week on SmackDown Live with Big
real-time reaction to Steve's finding out what's on SmackDown.
Well, here's the thing. I can't get my hopes too far up because they always change the card is always subject to change on SmackDown.
Well, there's only 3 entries here, so maybe they'll stick to it this time.
Oh, that's cool.
What?
Santana Garrett versus Allison Kay for the NWA Women's title?
That's really cool.
That's really cool. Anyways, going back to this, Kofi Kingston versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Last week on SmackDown Live with Big E recovering from injury, Kevin Owens stepped in as honorary member of New Day. He then helped WWE Chairman Kofi Kingston.
Champion.
And Xavier, what did I say?
Chairman.
New plot twist here. Exclusive with Going in Raw. WWE Champion Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods overcome Cesaro, Shinsuke, and Rusev in 6-man tag team action. This week, Big O and Woods will be at ringside when Kingston battles the King of Strong Style one-on-one. You're up next.
I'm up next. I get back to Becky Lynch to come face-to-face with Charlotte Flair for the first time since WrestleMania. For the first time since their epic triple threat winner-take-all match against Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania, Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair will stand across the ring from one another. Considering the chances that the two intense superstars will come to blows, will there be anything left on SmackDown Live when the man stands face-to-face with the Queen? Find out tonight, SmackDown Live, 8/7 Central on USA Network.
Will Roman Reigns be fired?
No.
Probably not.
Spoiler alert, no.
Let's answer some questions. I'm going to get on the Discord really quick, and then I'll get on the Patreon. Let's see what people here have to say.
Yes. Oh, I got my phone for no reason.
Cody Miles did also present us with simply a mustache.
Oh, good. Thank you, Cody.
Oh, that's awesome.
Quoth the Raven 79, being a bit crass here, but okay. Bray is going to smash merch sales records like he smashed JoJo.
Oh, Larson, how could you have read that? What is your problem? My goodness. Shame on you.
He gave us $4.99.
Every man has his price, and ours is a grande latte.
Oh, that sounds good. Sean Lathrop, you predicted this. Listen later. Hearty handshake. We didn't predict the Bray thing.
Somebody else did, and we reiterated it and endorsed it.
That was a great idea, yeah.
Jimmy Thomas says, would you let your kids watch Firefly Funhouse? I guarantee you if Bam was on in the room, she would have wanted more.
Yeah.
She would have been. He is a magnetic children's show personality.
Tons of charisma out of that man.
Yeah.
It'd been kind of funny, but probably too much. If they could have covered up his hair and put like a wig with like John Cena hairdo on him.
Yeah, that'd have been good.
Like he was styled when he was hosting Ellen, something like that.
Yeah.
Luis Correa, the Wyatt stuff reminded me of the critters from South Park that Cartman created. They were adorable and child-driven, but actually demonic.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah, there's a couple of those. I forget what. There's a play. It was like an off-Broadway thing. I forget. It's like Sesame Street, but like super dark. I forget what it's called.
It's like Meet the Feebles, the
yeah, but it's something
Peter Jackson
newer.
movie.
It's something X. I forget what it is. Anyways, yeah, there's a couple of those out there.
Yeah.
People will corrupt anything these days.
The Feebles weren't necessarily demonic or anything. They were just all alcoholics and stuff. Robert Aquatic is Robert Roode, NWO Bobby Roode. No, they're the same person.
That's pretty funny. It's more like NWO Joey Ryan.
Yeah. NWO Silas Young.
Yeah, that's more it. Yeah, that's way more it. Let's see here. Cody Miles has some. He's got some analysis here, some whiteboard analysis.
All right.
On the Bray segment. He said. Number one, there is a picture missing from its hook. Why is that? Where is his rocking chair? Where is the bunny in the logo?
Yeah.
You mentioned that.
Yeah, we haven't introduced the rabbit yet.
Why is the door frame and door different shades? I also think that I thought I noticed the door frame was a tad askew. It wasn't like a perfect rectangle, but I could be wrong about that.
I need to watch it again.
Yeah. I imagine this actually does feel like there might be quite a bit of Easter eggs in there.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
The obvious one, you got Mercy the Buzzard. You get the Buzzard from his previous gimmick plus the reference to Waylon Mercy. Mm-hmm. You get Abby the Witch, of course, Sister Abigail. So the references, the obvious references. Rusty Shackelford, I'm down for Adult Swim Bray Wyatt. Heck yes.
There you go. Alex C. here says, how much does the mustache move Rob Roode up the Raw heel rankings? I can't see that it does.
It doesn't yet.
He got a win, which is big, but he didn't get. How many heels were in that opening segment? Joe, Baron, Drew.
It's 3.
Is that it? The other participants.
Well, Andrade got moved to SmackDown, so that helps Bob.
That helps him for sure. Yeah, that
helps him more than the mustache.
Yeah.
Anthony Flores, Rude is Thomas Jane from Boogie Nights, isn't he? Todd
Parker. I got moves.
I got a plan.
I got a very good plan.
W.S. Fletcher says Burt Reynolds less than Robert Roode.
Oh boy! I mean, if it's like prime Burt Reynolds,
that's hard to top prime Burt Reynolds.
Like Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit. You know, I mean, I would say this Rob Roode is better than Evening Shade Burt Reynolds.
Oh, I don't know. I liked Evening Shade.
Me too, but I during the run of Evening Shade, he shaved his mustache.
Yeah, I know.
And he seemed kind of defeated after that.
Yeah, but he grew it back for Boogie Nights.
True, yeah. Early season Evening Shade was really good.
Yeah.
But like every other show, they go way too far with it.
Yeah. TJ Fuse, best Bray Wyatt in years. I was creeped the F out, fam. Yeah, it was good stuff. Peen Man, I don't know if I'm comfortable with WB going from a money shot of a 70s porn star straight into a kid's show. Mercy the Bird was a nice touch. So I went right from Bob Roode. Robert Roode, sorry, and his mustache.
Well, he wasn't naked. I mean, geez.
And his gimmick's not porn star.
Yeah, his gimmick right now isn't porn star.
Yes, he's just glorious Robert Roode. Danny Alves, new member, thank you. Thank you, Stam Stewart.
Honestly, like he could equally be a cop.
Yeah.
Or
a private investigator.
Or just like dad.
Anybody from the 70s.
He could be dad.
Yeah, pretty much. Mercy the Buzzard equals Waylon Mercy? Yes.
Seems like it.
Yeah, because he's wearing the Hawaiian shirt too. The Bird was.
Geeked Out Nation wants us to list 5 superstars that must make an appearance on Firefly Funhouse. I would say Cena. That's obvious. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say Matt Hardy just because I think it'd be great. Somebody mentioned last night Bo Dallas is the mailman.
Oh, that'd be good.
I think what a great opportunity to maybe put Bo with Bray.
I know that'd be
that
good.
Could be really
good. Braun Strowman.
That's good too.
Robert Aquatic, thank you. Cora Smith, thank you. Carlos E. Diaz. Will I ever be okay with 5 o'clock shadow AJ Styles?
I don't think it's going to last that long. It just seems like it's taking a little while. Luis Felipe de Castro Ruiz. What is more annoying? A name change, a gimmick change, an entrance change, or a finisher change?
Well, it all depends on how well they're executed.
Lately, it's been name changes. That's been annoying.
Yeah, because
changing
usually
Mustafa
Ali
to Ali.
On the whims of an old man. This is a good question. Kyle Young. Would Vince and Triple H be good in an escape room?
Would who?
Vince and Triple H. You ever done an escape room?
No, I've not.
I always want to do it, but I never have an opportunity to.
Well, it's just you and I do it, and we'll film it.
Okay, that's good content.
Put on
Friendoville. Good content.
Yeah. I know your presence is missing on Friendoville, man.
I don't have time to do sneaker vlogs or the money to do sneaker vlogs anymore.
I get it, man. What about like a I don't know, a shitty food review?
I try not to eat shitty food anymore.
What's the point?
I'm gonna say no because I don't think Vince would get it, and the Triple H would be too flustered because Vince is just not having it.
Wolfpack for life. Who has the second greatest facial hair in WWE history? Because obviously Robert Roode is number one with that mustache. Number one, do you agree that he's got the best? Now it's like the best mustache. Who had a better mustache? You think Rick Rude had a better mustache?
He was on par.
I don't know, man.
There's a lot of great mustaches.
Robert Roode is on point.
Like Magnum TA's mustache is on caliber with Bob Roode.
WWE.
No, he's saying all time, isn't he?
He said WWE.
Oh, WWE history.
Mm-hmm. I'll say this. In the context of the day and age, when mustaches are almost exclusively a police officer or hipster thing, it's pretty shocking for a professional wrestler to just bust out a mustache.
No,
like
that's true. That is true. Jay Kyle, thank you. Shane Canavan, math for Enzo. Got to be in the negatives, right? Have we done Enzo before?
Oh, God, really? We're going to do Enzo thing?
In ring, 2.
Every time we talk about Enzo, we have to have somebody saying, I like Enzo.
Promo. He's a good talker.
Stop talking. He's a 9 promo. You got to give him a 9.
He's overindulgent. He doesn't really know when to stop. Look. I mean, he had a good collection of shoes.
So he doesn't really look like a wrestler.
No. But he's got a distinctive look,
He's got a very distinctive look.
I'll give him a 5 look.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5 look.
Legacy.
He's not as bad as a 2 in the ring, dude. I'd give him a 4.
We'll do 3. He's not a good wrestler. Legacy.
I mean, can you give him over like a 2?
I mean, at 3 at most.
All right, I'll give him a 3. We'll be kind to Enzo.
Kayfabe. I mean, the only thing he ever won was the cruiserweight title, and then the whole idea was he won it, but everybody talked shit because he was a terrible wrestler.
So when they were together as a team, why? It's still weird to me they never won the tag team.
I know.
titles.
I don't know why that never happened.
But they were always booked. I'll give him like a 5K fave.
Yeah, that's fair for now.
Was it like a 4+?
12, 17. So that's 5+. 8, 13. That's a 4+.
That sounds right.
That seems about right. Josh Little, I don't know about you, but Kid Show Bray is a lot creepier than Eater of World Bray. Yeah.
AKA Billy says, now that Alistair, Andrade, and Zelina are on SmackDown, I think it'd be interesting if they formed a tag team. Andrade being the light, Alistair being the dark, and Zelina tying it all together. What do you guys think? I would be willing to give it a shot. Mm-hmm. I think I kind of prefer them as singles guys.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you there.
But I wouldn't be upset about it. I wouldn't be, oh, they did that.
Rich Hardesty says apparently Miz and Maurice split in the shakeup. Maurice isn't on TV.
She's not on TV.
She's not on TV.
Maybe he means just WWE.com's roster.
Yeah, maybe.
And that'll change. They love them.
Darnell Wheat, thank you. Joe Juarez, why is a gunshot sound okay, but saying war isn't? It's not war is the issue because they refer to Ember Moon as the war goddess. It was Braun, Drew, and Dolph were the dogs of war. I think it's just the nature of Vince. From what I understand, Vince just didn't like the name War Raiders.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't. Wait, was there like an actual backstage sources say?
Yeah,
there was. Okay,
I think it was Meltzer or someone said something about it.
Okay,
Vince just didn't like the name, and so it wasn't gonna be the Berserkers. And then I guess he decided he didn't like that either, and so it went to Viking Experience, and now Viking Raiders.
The thing about them, if you take one look at them, I can come up with like 10 awesome names off the top of my head.
Norseman.
The Four Norsemen.
Four Norsemen.
That's the best one, really. Oni's jacket. Is Firefly Funhouse the closest we've ever come to a Steven Larson Book Raw-esque gimmick on actual WWE programming?
It's up there.
Chill Roman.
He needs to change his clothes before Chill Roman actually comes to fruition.
True. But yeah, I think so. That's sort of what we aim for with Steven Larson Book Raw. It's like, let's do the silliest, but still...
Well, the silliest that we can think of, but still seems grounded within the actual character presented on TV.
We sort of take the essence of the character as we see what their fullest potential could be, and then we get kind of ridiculous with that.
Yeah.
Like Drew, we always say he's the manliest guy.
So we just make him naked.
So we make him naked so we can show off how
manly he is. Yeah.
But then nobody really wants to be naked, so he's just actually wearing tights.
He wears, flesh-colored tights.
That are pixelated.
Dragon Reborn says, nice Alistair sketch, Steve.
Thank you very much.
The Heel Rage, thank you. Buyer's Guide to Cryptids. Hey, guys, since February 7th, I've been laid up with a foot injury.
Oh, no.
Where I tried to stop a forklift from concrete wall. Financially, I'm fine. Dealing with lawyers and lack of social life has killed my mental health, but you two have made every day better, so I want to say I love you both. Hope you're on the mend soon, Buyer's Guide to Cryptids. Happy we can be of some help.
Tried to stop a forklift from concrete wall. Oh, my gosh.
That sucks.
Yeesh.
Ouch.
I knew a guy. I knew a person who knew a person. He sort of was there at the bar. He was like friends with some people I hung out with at the bar. And he had lost half a pinky at, I think, like Lockheed or something like that, because he worked at the factory or whatever, working on planes or whatever. And he got $300,000 for it.
Wow.
I would consider it. I'd consider it.
Oh,
$300,000?
Yeah. My right hand, I would. Could play guitar with your lefty. Like
I was going to say, are you right-handed or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
Oh, okay. See, I'd draw with my right hand. I'd consider half a pinky. Let's go like this. If it was like the hard way, would you do it for $300,000?
Yeah, why not?
Chop.
Yeah. Sure.
Ooh, boy, oh boy, that's dark.
Matt Eager, Miz feuds with BRAY and they can do a crossover. Miz feuds with BRAY and they can do a crossover. Miz TV and Firefly Funhouse. Is that the idea?
If they got serious with it, that could be pretty interesting.
Adrian Cazares, thank you. Stephen Hansen, Mojo Rawley for Firefly Funhouse. Mojo. He would just make it too cheesy.
Oh man, poor Mojo. He's just still on Raw, I guess?
As far as I know.
He's just in that dark room with a mirror.
Mirror with some face paint on, yeah.
With some face paint? They're just doing nothing? Like, man, imagine that, dude. It's like, oh, this week they're going to give me some face paint for one side of my face, like around my eye area.
Yeah, like lightning's coming out of my eye.
And then he shows up to Raw and like nothing.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, we don't have anything for this week. Really, you have 3 hours. You can't give me anything?
Nothing. I have the mirror in my bag here. I set it up.
I have the mirror.
Give me a light in a dark room, and I'll bring my mirror, and I'll shoot it with my iPhone.
Right. I don't know what the dark match was.
Peen Man Gaming. So what you're saying, Steve, is his gimmick is 70s cop porn star, Val Venus, Rick Rude, Big Boss Man hybrid.
Well, when I think of porno cop, I think like one of those strippers. One of those cop strippers. Not like a real cop. I don't know if there's any cops who like moonlighted as strippers.
I don't know.
Like Sipowicz.
I don't know.
Wolfpack for Life asks, what are the reasons you guys like EC3? He says for him, he seems average in the ring and on the mic. And yes, I saw his stuff in TNA. I mean, maybe it's one of those things. Either you get it or you don't. Either you're into it or you're not.
He is relatively average in the ring. I think he's good. He's just entertaining on the mic. His personality is endearing in my estimation.
He seems very self-aware of the gimmick that he's doing, and that adds some charm to it. Let's see here. Cody Lee. Hey, friendos. I was in the crowd for the Shield's last match on Sunday, as well as for Raw last night. Bobby Lashley was there for both events. Wrestled a dark match after Raw went off the air. Okay. But no sign of Leo Rush at either event. Have you guys heard anything concerning his status?
Nope.
He's been fairly active on Twitter. He's put out a couple Twitter videos, but I haven't seen anything there. That's a guy who knows how to use social media.
I know.
I mean, where's Mojo on Twitter? Because Mojo, if he were smart, he'd be doing all that stuff.
I think his Twitter is under his shoot name, I think.
Demutati. No. Oh. Hello.
What?
You can get a Mojo Rawley cameo.
Oh, wow.
So WWE's totally letting these guys do cameos. Book him.
You gonna book Mojo?
Guess how much his cameo is, Larson?
$35.
Think about it.
$69.
Very good. That is correct. So instead of trying to book cameos and putting up like just this is the life of Dean Mutati, why isn't he using his Twitter to advance his own stories? Kind of like Nikki Cross is really good at sort of straddling a line between like, you know, acknowledging and appreciating her fans on Twitter and advancing her own stuff, even though she's nowhere to be found. It keeps people interested. Every WWE superstar should be doing that stuff. Remember the Undisputed Era?
Yeah.
They were putting up all sorts of
road videos and
road
stuff,
videos. That's how you keep people engaged, man.
No, I agree.
It's what you got to be doing on Instagram and the Twitter.
What you got to do to advance your brand.
Social media.
Yep.
Anyways, what do we got coming up for the channel members and $5 and up patrons today?
Non-news about Sasha Banks' status.
Oh, okay. Right on. That's good. And then today's Tuesday, so probably Truth Exposed. We're going to try to find a video.
Conspiracy video, which I could debunk immediately before even seeing it.
You know what, man? Sometimes I just wish that I know you're old. You got to keep an open mind about things, man.
My mind is completely open.
Open your mind.
There's a lot of people trying to put out there stuff that's trying to convince people it's real. It's all fake, especially if you find it on YouTube. Sorts of conspiracy garbage on YouTube.
Anyways. Be sure to visit patreon.com/Stephen Larson and get all sorts of bonus content there. We shoot it live after the show, so if you are a patron or a YouTube channel member, keep an eye out for the community tab if you're a member, the Patreon wall if you're on Patreon.
Yes.
We post the link there probably about 10 minutes or so.
Yes.
Want to say thanks to everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.